my name is Cassandra Nicole Mendoza, and I am here in front of you to deliver a speech about the education and the new normal by Teresita Tanhueco Tumapol. School year terms and blended sessions. We sense that normal isn't coming back, that we are being born into a new normal, a new kind of society, a new relationship to the earth, a new experience of being human. Before the onset of the coronavirus disease 2019 or COVID-19, we prefix what we say with the 21st century. We used to say, alright, 21st century teaching, 21st century learning, 21st century knowledge and skills, defining this as the 21st century's competencies: critical thinking, communication, collaboration, and creativity. However, with the coronavirus pandemic, we have a new catchword: the new normal. The Oxford Dictionary defines catchword as a briefly popular or fashionable word or phrase used to encapsulate a particular concept. So, what is the concept embracing the new normal? An American dictionary defines new normal as a previously unfamiliar or atypical situation that has become standard, usual, or expected. What was previously unfamiliar that has this time become standard, usual, or expected? What has become normal? The lockdowns, the quarantines, masks, washing hands, taking vitamins and nutrient-rich food to nurture health, covering a coughing mouth and sneezing nose, physical distancing, and the omnipresent support technology are a must to continue for a lifetime. These and more compose the new normal. Before COVID-19, Industry 4 of Agenda 2030, robotics was already a popular focus. Much more at this time where robots execute routine jobs. Nowadays, robots serve in healthcare, social work, business and trade, food, and in other aspects of human activity. Various organizations or companies are resorting to virtual private networks and voice over protocols, especially that meetings, negotiations, consultations are mostly virtual. As Dr. Henry Chan wrote on May 10, 2020 in the Manila Times, telecommuting represents a new paradigm in office work. If remote work becomes more common after the COVID-19 pandemic, employers may decide to reduce lease costs and hire people from regions with cheaper labor costs. Companies will use 5G and information and communications technology. Semester, trimesters, quarterly exams. Up to this early June, COVID-19 is not into its second wave. And we pray that there shall be no other. Period. However, there can be no possible firm and uniform plans for formal schooling where technology accessibility is concerned. We are unsure how future days would be defined COVID-wise. Several tertiary and basic institutions have postponed graduation to next school year. It may be a goodly far off of future. Before we can comfortably define our enrollment size, whether to cut down on or replace or shorten degree programs with certificates, planning of reviews, examinations, and graduations. Universities on a non-semester schedule may have to adjust to what the official schedule would be the next school year. That is, if the national ministering bodies will set strictly a school's term format. Before the pandemic, state universities and colleges were to begin an August term. Adjusting could be easier for institutions on trimestral schedules. We have semesters, trimesters, and summer terms. Why not quarterly? I recall that in the middle 50s, higher education institutions were on a quarterly schedule. The maximum we students could take was 12 credits units or 4 lecture subjects. A quarterly term ends after 2.5 months. Laboratory subjects were adjusted accordingly. Would a quarterly term be considered in the new normal? Learning in the new normal. Blended learning is not wholly new. Philippine universities such as the University of the Philippines Open University have used blended learning. In the new normal, all schools will have blended or purely online courses. Training in using teaching and learning platforms will be available for both teachers and students. DepEd, CHED, and the Technical Educations and Skills Development Authority have issued and will continue to issue notices much like the March 22, 2020 notice of India's Secretary of Higher Education sent to India's higher education institution. The said notice suggested to the teaching and research academics to utilize this lockdown period for various academic activities including online content development, online teaching, and online evaluation. B. Prepare lesson plan and development instructional materials. And C. Carry on research, write articles, and prepare innovative questions or question bank, and etc. Furthermore, that teachers and students effectively utilize the University Grants Commission's e-learning platforms, which include massive open online courses. The Consortium for Educational Communication University Grants Commission YouTube channel, National Digital Library, Shodganga. Teaching and learning platforms. Philippines-wise, we have available online educational platforms. One is the DepEd Commons accessible on Globe or TM-powered smartphones, free of data charges, and which is also accessible to private school students. Because of the COVID-19 movement restrictions, the DepEd has been encouraging students to continue their learning online. We should have more of these platforms and learn too from Upshare's institution, their actions, and the new normal in education.